Today on the PE Express podcast, I'll share a few tips on jump rope skills for the early childhood student.
Welcome to the PE Express podcast. 2 to 3 times a week, a PE expert will share a tip, activity idea, or teaching strategy to help you become a better PE professional. Today's host is Chris Nichols. Chris has been a physical education teacher for 23 years and is the 2018 Texas AFERD Elementary Physical Education Teacher of the Year.
Today I want to share a few ideas about teaching jump rope skills to your early childhood students. I currently teach at a school with 3-year-old students, and people always ask, what can you teach a 3-year-old about jumping rope? The most important thing is to teach them pre-rope jumping skills. I use segmented ropes and start with basics. The students can create shapes, patterns, work on letter recognition, but we just work on those skills first to introduce them to the segmented rope. Next, we move on to the prelude to rope jumping, learning to move over a rope that is placed on the ground. Generally, the rope is placed in a circle or a straight line, and the students engage with the rope based on teacher cues. I would have my students place the rope in a straight line. They would then stand behind, in front, beside, and then straddle the rope. After that, they would walk on the rope forward and then backward, and then they would hop slowly down the line and then fast back. And then if we could get to the final point, they would crisscross their feet while jumping. Then we move on to holding the rope for jumping. It brings me such joy to see the faces the day that we have our first attempt at holding the rope, and it can be quite entertaining. If you haven't tried that or had the pleasure of teaching early childhood students, it's an adventure to say the least. Here are some sample cues I use to help them learn this necessary skill. Circle the rope, eyeballs to your belly button, and drop your hands. This skill sometimes takes many days for the students to master, but once they get it, the look on their face is priceless. Turning the rope is a difficult skill for young children, and we practice regularly. At this age, we start with just the basic turn. I use the following cues: drop hands, big smile, which means keep the jump rope open, and turn and catch with your feet. This might be all that my younger students are developmentally ready for, but it provides them the foundations that they need when I teach jump rope skills the following year. Thank you for listening and have a great day.
If you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to connect with Chris on Twitter at @CNicholsPE. This session of the PE Express podcast has come to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to the PE Express podcast for more tips, activity ideas, and strategies to help you become a better PE professional. We'll see you soon, right here on the PE Express podcast, powered by Gopher, your resource for all things physical education.